Welcome back to Excel 2016. In this lesson, we are going to look at tables. In fact, we are going to create a table and I'm going to show you all the things that you can do with a table. For some of you, you might be thinking, well, don't we already have a table? Is Excel not intuitively a table? It has headings and it has rows and columns. Isn't that what a table is? Yes and no. You're right. In some sense, this looks like a table, but Excel does not necessarily regard it as a table. If you want Excel to sit as a table so that you can apply all the functionalities of Excel table, then you have to tell Excel this is a table. And the way to do that is actually quite simple. What you have to do is to select the data by clicking on it and dragging to make sure that you capture where the information is. Now you have to go to the Insert tab and find the table icon, the table command. So let's give that a click. It comes up with the Create a Table dialog box. Here it captures where your data is located, and then right here it asks if the table has headers. In our case, we do have headers: number, status, department, first and last name, and so on is what is being asked of here when it's asking if you have a header. Yes, we do. So in that case, we are going to click OK to indicate that we do have a header. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Now the magic happens. Now you've seen that we have created our very first table. The good thing about it is that there's so much you can do here. First, notice the dedicated table tools tab here where we have design. You can actually change the specific table style of this table. Like, let's just hover on each of these ones and then see what it does. Okay, this is good. Kind of like this. I tend to use this a lot. We keep going and going, and this and this. If you're not satisfied with any of these, then you can click on the drop down here and then you can find more options down here. But for the sake of this class, let's choose this blue table style medium 2. Okay, what else can you find here? Notice how I clicked out of the table and then the table 2 is gone. In order for me to get it back, I have to click on the table again and then it is back right here. Okay, now that I'm here, by clicking on it, these tools that I was looking at before came back. The other thing I want to talk about here to continue with the tools is the fact that you can remove the filter button. What is that? Right here, you see the filter button that we talked about before. Each of these columns does have a filter button. By now, we all know what you can do with the filter button. You can, for example, filter for only full-time here by selecting just deselect and select full-time, and then you have that. You see now all the part-time are gone. All we have now is full-time. We can go back and select all to bring back our part-time. That's just an example of how to do that. Just a reminder, because I know we've done this before. All right, so in any case, these are the filter buttons. If you don't want them, if you don't want to see them here, if you have no use for them, all you have to do is to uncheck here. Uncheck the filter button and it's gone. You want them back? Click on it again. The same with the other tools around here. You can remove the header row completely by unchecking it and then checking it to bring it back. The total row, for example, if you have that, you can bring that in. You can take that away. The branded rows are these differentials in terms of coloration of the rows. or column, if as the case may be. In this case, the rows. So we can unbrand this by removing the branded rows, and then it will just look like a blank normal Excel rows and columns. Want to bring it back? We click on that. We want to bring back the first column. We can highlight the first column. We can unhighlight it. Want to highlight the last column? We can do that. We want to include the columns as branded. Click. Now the columns are branded. But this doesn't make sense for this kind of table. We're going to remove this. The branded rows make more sense. Okay, so what about the external table data? Here is much of exporting the data to other applications such as Visio or SharePoint. We are not going to do that here, but that is what this is used for. Insert slicer, we're going to talk about this a little bit more later. Summarize with pivot table is also something we're going to talk about later. But we're going to talk about removing duplicates here. At the moment, we don't have duplicates. To make that happen, I'm going to just copy some data. Right click, copy and paste. And now we have some duplicate data. What we can do here is for example, if this was an error, we can go to click on the table again to bring back the design tools. We can click remove duplicates. Now it gives us this removing duplicate dialog box, and it's asking us where is the duplicate. We can look at everything and just click select all, okay, and wherever there is duplicate will be removed. Or we can be very specific. Let's for now select leave it at default and select everything and click OK. 3 duplicate values found are removed. This is exactly what we're looking for. The 3 rows that we added was removed. Okay, what if we're looking for specifics? Let's say right now we can say, for example, let's look at it here. Let's add one more here. Just going to click on this row. Select this row right here. Copy and paste. And then now we have to, I'm going to change the last name of Danny here to maybe Sam. Okay. So the only thing that is duplicated here now is the employee number. So in order to remove duplicate, let's go back in here and I click on duplicate. It's going to ask me where I want to remove duplicate, where the duplicate is, and I'm going to look for a unique data, for example, which is the employee number. Unselect everything and then select the employee number, and then 2 duplicates values are found and removed. Okay. All right, so that's how to remove duplicate. The next thing I want to show you is once you're done with all these and you are ready to remove the table that you inserted, you can do that by clicking on convert to range. If I click on this, it's going to ask me, do you want to convert the table to a normal range? Yes. And this is what we get. So it is just now a table. So even if I click inside, you won't see that table design tools anymore because it is a normal table now. All right. I want you to play with this a little bit and then come back and we are going to talk about subtotals. See you on the other side.